Live. This is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is August 26, 2012. It is Sunday evening, and we have breaking news coming out of DUTCHSINSE's channel from just a few hours ago. Alright, this is a heads up for Southern California, where I'm from. Check this out, and if you know someone in Southern California, you better warn them. A few of my friends are going to the Journey concert there in Woodland Hills in the park. Guess there's a copy band or something going on. I'm going to have to see if I can get through to her. Check this out. Warn people. You got to get prepared now in Southern California. Oh, what's left of my boat is probably not going to be anything left of my boat now. Here we go. Play.
Hey everybody, DUTCHSINSE here. 4:35 p.m. Central Time on Sunday, August 26, 2012. And we're looking at Earthquake 3D, which is a USGS feed of the most recent earthquakes. I have it turned down for the last 24 hours, and we're looking at everything 2.5 magnitude and greater in the continental U.S. Now you can see this massive column of earthquakes indicate a series of earthquakes have occurred all at the same spot, an earthquake swarm. And starting with a 5.4 and a series of 3, 4, and 5.0 earthquakes afterwards, and they keep carrying on every few minutes. This 3.8, the most recent earthquake, followed by a 3.7, and now just a 2.5. Now let me get the stats on the most recent earthquake here. Okay, 2.5 magnitude, 7.7 miles deep, Southern California, and it's 91 miles east-northeast of Tijuana. So it's north of the border. We need to be aware in California now, guys. When you see this number of earthquakes occurring all in succession, all on the same day, all in the same spot, that's an indication of large plate movement. And again, that's sometimes indicative of a larger earthquake to come, as evidenced by the Japan earthquake last year that saw the same kind of activity occur before the big one hit. Now, I'm not saying the big one's going to hit California. However, this is equal to the big one already when you look at the number of 2s, 3s, and 4s that have struck in the last 24 hours. Now, let me go ahead and show you the last 48 hours. Same location. Look at that. Just look at it. We have a real serious issue going on in Southern California right now. Let's hope it sticks down to the small earthquakes and swarms as opposed to a large, massive earthquake. This is a good time for you guys to get your plans ready and get in order if you're in California. It's been a while since we saw any kind of movement there that would be enough to wake up the general populace. But guys, I cannot stress it enough. Have a plan, be prepared. Food, water, transportation, communications, self-defense. Make sure that your friends, family, loved ones, co-workers, that you know this plan and can act it at a moment's notice. Sometimes it happens in the middle of the night. Sometimes you're lucky and it could happen during the day. But just plan for it to happen in the middle of the night when you're going to be caught off guard. And that way, when you do enact your plans, you can do so safely and be out of harm's way as quick as possible. If you get any confirmation stories on these earthquakes, folks, let me know. I haven't heard the mainstream media talking too much about it. They did acknowledge the 5.4 that hit. However, I have not heard much on the swarm that's happening now. And this is for sure 100% confirmed a huge earthquake swarm. Cheers, folks.
Alrighty then. Make sure you got the same amount of stuff also in your car ready to go if you need to. Take anything heavy off the walls. Do not sleep underneath anything heavy that can fall on your head. Luckily, in '94, I was sleeping on a couch because my TV ended up on my pillow. And the bookshelf missed the couch by about 1.5 inches. And everything on the bookshelf. So, unlike a hurricane, you never know when this is going to happen. Always be prepared. If that looks bad, just be on high alert. You're on high alert right now. You know you're overdue. And make sure you got frozen bottles of water inside your freezer. That'll keep the food in your refrigerator going for a while. Make sure you have a bottle of bleach if you have to, or water purification tabs. Pet food, flashlight batteries, or just the things that light up, the little solar lights that go in front of a house. That's better. You don't have to worry about batteries. It's solar power. Charge up your phones as much as you can. Get a grab-and-go bag ready. Make sure you know where your can openers are. And just be prepared. Alrighty then. If you're on a boat, like I used to be sometimes, make sure you double tie your lines. Good. And when you're on a boat and there's an earthquake, it's almost like you're being electrocuted. It's almost as a simulation of being electrocuted, I'm telling you. Now, let's tab down while we're here. Let's see if there's anything on Louisiana. Look how slow this is. No, we saw this already, or I looked at it. That's okay. There's no new update other than that. Alrighty, I'm going to turn the camera around. It's raining. Luckily, the storm passed me. Here we go. Let's do the regular news now. I'm flipping you around. Sorry about that. Got my hand in your way. You don't like this one. I'm wearing my hair up today. I just can't do anything anymore with my hair. It's gone wild. Hair that's gone wild. Alrighty, let me check and see where the camera's at. I thought that was very important news for you. I don't know what you're seeing right now. Let me see. Alrighty then. Yeah, I look real nice. I'm telling you. I've been preparing anyway for this hurricane that didn't totally come. But it's raining. I don't trust it. So all the pets, everything is basically prepared. That's you know, everything is just prepared. Okay, let's move on. Alright, here we go. Moving on now. Let's go to the 2012 clock. Let's see how much time we got on that one. Here we go. Yeah. Wow. It's probably, the internet's probably pretty busy tonight. That's what's going on. With the storms, everyone's emailing and doing everything tonight. Let's see. Wow. Man, I should have just kept the camera on so you can see what's going on. Why this is like this. Alright, but we do go live, so hey, this is the real news, alright? I'm giving you the real deal. Everything as I find out, I'm giving it to you. I mean, I could be back in my public access studio with all the fancy lights and 3-camera action, but they got rid of that. Let's see. Okay, official 2012 clock. And Mel Gibson also believes in this theory. Alright, let's see. There are 116 days, 9 hours, 30 minutes, and 41 seconds before December 21st, 2012, 11:11 Greenwich Mean Time. Alrighty then. Moving on to the Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. That did look bad on DUTCHSINSE's channel. I had to show you that. This is important. Because usually they say there's no earthquake weather, but let me tell you something. Usually it gets extremely hot, Then in the middle of the night, all of a sudden it drops down, gets real cold. And it's just like when you throw an ice cube in water that's kind of warm and it kind of cracks. It seems like it kind of helps bring on an earthquake, because I've noticed that every time. So there. So there is such a thing as earthquake weather. That's what I say. I've been through enough of them. Okay. California earthquake swarm felt in Arizona, Mexico, USGS says. Okay, so they are reporting on it. That's the top thing. Talking about Los Angeles. 6.4 magnitude earthquake strikes seafloor of Molucca Sea near Indonesia. Heads up. Also, let's scroll down. Massive typhoon Bolavin slams Okinawa, Japan, and heads for Koreas. Now, I was watching Kevin Blanch. He said that one of the buildings fell apart at Fukushima, and they're not reporting on it. So, see if I'll check it out on the Ms. Milky Clown Channel 1. Miss Milky Clown Channel, no, Miss Milky the Clown 1 channel. She usually has the updates, so I'm going to check that out in a little bit. Okay. Lebanon, clashes between pro and anti-Syrian factions. Okay, that's nice to know. What else is going on? South Florida on alert as Tropical Storm Isaac exits Haiti, killing 3. Alright then. It's terrible. It's already moving up towards, I believe, Louisiana, where the sinkhole is. Heads up! Heads up on that salt dome over there. Better get out of the way of whatever's going to happen over there. That doesn't sound good to me. Alright, let's go to the watchers. So here in the Space Coast, it's been just overcast all day, kind of cool, not too hot, and rainy, and windy. Complete weather, like, reversal. Seems like I'm in Oregon again or something. It's like that kind of weather. There's no sky. Well, while we're waiting for that to come on, I had a couple buckets outside with a couple. I have these 2 lizards that hang out on the outside, like swing bench, and there's a bucket out there, and it had some water in it, and one of the lizards was like floating like this with, you know, oh, dirty fingernails. It was like floating with its hands out. So I pick him up and put him back on the couch, and I look over, his other buddy jumped in the bucket. So I took him out, put him on the couch, because they hang out there, it's their couch. Then the other one jumped back in the bucket, and I said, I don't know what you're doing, are you trying to tell me something? They're just floating in the water. Took them out, and they had to dump the bucket out. I don't know why they, I don't know what they were doing. It was kind of weird. I mean, it wasn't real hot out. They're jumping in the bucket and floating in it. They couldn't get out of that if they wanted to, I think. I don't know what they... Maybe they could have, but I don't know what they were doing. But they let me pick them up and put them back on the couch. Crazy, crazy animals. Okay. Swarm of earthquakes rattle Southern California. Tropical storm Isaac lashed Florida Keys, heading towards northern Gulf Coast. Space elevator, a distant reality. It's kind of cool. Twin typhoons interaction, Bolavin caused a counterclockwise rotation of Tenbin. Japanese anti-nuclear movement Protest entire government. Sea life faces risk of large-scale extinctions. Global warming and acidification of oceans. I guess that's what they're saying. Also, strong and deep magnitude 6.4 earthquake hit Molucca Sea, Indonesia. And that's it for that one. Moving on to ENE News. Oh, I did that film for Kevin Blanche. Kevin D. Blanche is his channel. I think couple people put a couple of comments for him, but his channel is Kevin D. Blanche. Alrighty then. And what else do we have? Also, there's an interesting thought. Why would they do that to the troops when they had already knew what happened when they dropped the didn't they drop a nuclear bomb on Osaka? Was it Osaka and Hiroshima back in the 40s? Why would you do more testing like that? I mean, why wouldn't you know what happens when humans are close to uranium, plutonium, cesium, all that stuff? Why wouldn't you know that? Why would you do that again? And say, well, you know, just to see what would happen. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know. See, people aren't thinking about that. They already found that out, and it's still finding that out with that giant scientific experiment, let's say. That's just a question I'm pondering, you know. Alrighty then. ENE News. NHK, strong concerns over 36% of Fukushima kids having thyroid lumps. Now testing outside Fukushima to begin. Mainichi, nuclear devastation for Japan in peacetime. Fukushima disaster the same as war. Buddhist nun. Intense magnitude 5 quake nearby Fukushima plant hits hours after even stronger quake in northern Japan. And that was yesterday. Also yesterday, NHK mayor says work to remove radioactive substances making no progress. Alrighty then, let's move on now to the U.S. Canada. Today, helicopters to measure radiation levels throughout San Francisco Bay Area next week. Also, Isaac storm track shifts towards sinkhole. Preparations underway. Could become extremely dangerous hurricane, meaning it's going to sweep up a bunch of stuff. Like, I guess there's radiation type of material that was found there. And then you also got the propane, butane. Think about it. What would happen if that were to, I don't know, ignite or something? I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they can cover it. Like they're covering a football field. They better cover it with something quick. Emergency officials now urging residents near giant sinkhole to check homes for sinking holes, cracks. Immediately report changes. Report change. I say get out of there. That's what I say. I don't know. It's like the horror movies. Are you going to stay or are you going to get out? Unsettling news. There's no way to fix if salt cavern under sinkhole has failed, says state engineer, there's little that you can do. Alrighty then. My goodness. Let's get rid of this. Uh-oh. Something